All right, today we are continuing with chapter 2 from the Five Love Languages book. This chapter is called Keeping the Love Tank Full. And so in this chapter, Gary introduces the concept of the love tank, that just like your vehicle has a gas tank, that each individual has a love tank. Through his many years of research and interaction with many people as a marriage counselor, he's really come to see this concept that love is a power source to power everything else that is good in life. And so it is, if you think about love in general, there's so many songs about love, so many, I mean, such a important concept in our society and for people everywhere that love is just a very significant thing. Of course, it's also confusing because of the different types of love and how that works. Also, he points out in the chapter that you have people who claim that they are acting out of love when a professional looking at their actions would say, well, actually, that's this or that or the other form of dysfunction. So love can be quite confusing. Additionally, if you think about the importance of love, for instance, you have Christ talking to his disciples in John 13. He says, and a new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another as I have loved you, that ye also love one another. By this shall all men know that ye are my disciples, if ye have love one to another. So love is a distinguishing characteristic of Christianity itself, of someone who follows Christ, is that they show love to each other. And so he points out as he goes through the chapter that everyone has a love tank. And if it's running on empty, you have all sorts of undesirable behaviors that emerge. Whereas when someone feels loved, when their love tank is full, all sorts of positive and good things can emerge. So in this particular case, the type of love that he's talking about is the basic love that a child needs of having a feeling of belonging and feeling wanted. And so that's kind of the essence of what we're looking at here. Again, belonging and feeling wanted. He points out that there's also a difference between love in the long term, love as an action over many, many years, supplying and fulfilling each other's emotional needs, as compared with being in love. He'll cover being in love more in the next chapter. And he points out that marriage is designed to fulfill our basic need for love. So let's look at some others who have looked at the criticality of love. So you can find on Google Images many examples of this particular pyramid because it's called Maslow's hierarchy of needs. It's something in psychology that's kind of foundational. And the concept of this pyramid, and I have a link to the site where this is from if you'd like more information in the description. The idea is that there's this pyramid of needs, and that these needs build on top of each other, and that the basic needs at the lower levels of the pyramid need to be satisfied in order to move to higher levels. And so we see that concept of love and belonging that he's talking about right there in the middle of the pyramid, and it is below esteem and self-actualization. And if you think about, what's there in esteem, status, recognition, strength, freedom, there's so many of those things at that level that are associated with success in life. And so we see that love and helping each other feel love is a critical component to being able to move into the concept of being successful, of feeling successful in life. Love is a prerequisite for that, only trumped by the need to feel safe and the basic physiological needs like air, water, food, shelter, etc. So as we'll see as we continue throughout the rest of the book, he's going to describe each of the love languages and how the specific things you do to speak that love language are different. And so consider that if love is the fuel in the tank, it's just like how you may have different vehicles that use different types of fuel. So you could have an engine that runs on diesel, an engine that runs on gasoline, or an engine that runs on a gas oil mix. And in each case, you need to provide the specific type of fuel that is needed to power that, or you don't actually get the power output. You don't actually get the results you're looking for. And so that's the essence of what he is speaking to in this book, is the idea that as we intentionally look for the type of fuel that each person needs by speaking their love language, we can fill their love tank and help them have greater results in their life and move on to better things, thereby making our relationships better as well. So that's it for chapter 2. And again, I have links to the information I shared, the book resources, scripture references, etc., in the description.